night we looked at the topic Tobago Wake Up, the lies end tonight. And we give you a historical view of Tobago, how much hands it changed to the 3 hands, well, time to change, and how a lot of European nations, 5 European nations fought for Tobago. All right, tonight, we're going to look at the topic tonight at from pennies to power, Tobago must take back its wealth. From pennies to power, Tobago must take back its wealth. I want you to join me every single night this week for a week of political analysis, of political information coming to you from the Progressive Democratic Patriots. I thank all of the strong, hardback Tobagonians who have never left the PDP but understand the PDP is on to something big. I tell you in the audience tonight is going to be revolutionary insofar as information is concerned. Yes, so I again say to you the topic tonight is from pennies to power, Tobago must take back its wealth. My friends, my people, my Spartans, I dare say to you tonight, among the small countries of the Caribbean, those the size of Tobago, square footage or around that size, Tobago single-handedly is the richest island in the entire Caribbean. Leave Cuba out, Jamaica out, yeah, those islands out, but insofar as the Lesser Antilles is concerned, per capita, Tobago is far richer than even Trinidad. I will share with you, even from this moment, very moment, within Tobago waters, it is known as the Tobago Basin or the North Coast Marine Area. Research that. The Tobago Basin or the North Coast Marine Areas. Within these areas, Trinidad is currently exploiting our wealth. They are taking our wealth from us with theater speed, and we are not benefiting from those wealth. Let me start with one of the largest gas finds in the history of Trinidad. It is known as the Calypso platform. Calypso platform. Once they find gas or oil, they name it. All right, so it's Calypso platform. That platform based on my own recent estimations, based on my consultations, etc. That platform has the power to bring in to Tobago 12.25 billion US dollars. Let's call it 12 billion US dollars. This is based on my last estimation. It holds, Calypso gas platform holds 3.5 trillion cubic feet of gas. Based on the current value of that gas in the market today, they will tell you that 1 cubic feet of gas, 1 trillion cubic feet of gas, is equal to 2.5 billion US dollars or 3.5 billion US dollars based on the facts. It could be even more. 2.5 billion US dollars to 3.5 billion US dollars. And they have discovered up there in the largest deep water find since about over 1,000 meters deep. They have gone down deep into it and they have found 3.5 trillion cubic feet of gas. You could imagine what $12 billion, US billion dollars could do to Tobago. You can imagine that the wealth that we have. There are only 40,000 of us living on the island, despite they continue peddling lies to us and say that 60,000 persons living on Tobago. No! There are only 40,000 of us living here. And I'm giving you reliable information. Why don't they conduct the census more regularly? No, they are lying to us. There are 40,000 of us living on the island, but when coming to voting purposes, they claim about 40,000 persons could vote. A lot of those persons have gone to Trinidad. A lot of those persons have left for greener fields because Tobago is hard. But I can tell you now, with 40,000 persons, and one of those gas fields alone, Calypso gas fields, which is just off Charleville, yeah, it is estimated 12.5 billion US dollars will come from that gas field alone. But there's another gas field called Block 22, and there's Block 22A and Block 22B. Those gas fields can produce about 33,000 barrels of oil per day. 33,000 barrels of oil per day. Let me put it out here. That's right. It is known, based on Shell's naming of the project called Colibri. Project Colibri. That's what they call it. It's a backfull project. And they are claiming that it can produce 30,000 barrels of oil per day, which is equivalent. I want to get into all that maths to confuse you today. But I'm just saying to you that, hey, we have gas, we have oil. There's another gas field called the Poinsettia that is located right outside of Crown Point. That is already in operation. That is in Tobago waters. If Tobago is to be treated fairly, then we must have a fair negotiation on the returns of our natural resources, or our investment into this whole thing. Trinidad come as pirates. They circle around Tobago because under the THA Act, the THA Act, which is a backward act, I don't know how my elders, my seniors could have sit down and allow Tobago to only be responsible for 6 miles administratively from shore for Tobago. Outside of those 6 miles, you will find a Calypso field. Outside of those 6 miles, you will find Block A, Block 22A, Block 22B. Outside of those 6 miles, you would find Poinsettia. And so Trinidad, when referring to it, will say that Calypso field is about 222 kilometers north of Trinidad. They exclude Tobago because Tobago is a ward. I spoke about the ward last night. If you did not get the message, go back to last night's message where I said Tobago is legitimately a ward, done vindictively by the Queen. Vindictively she did this because of the Bamana riot. Yes, she did it vindictively and placed us as a ward. And Trinidad keep us willingly as a ward, even to this day. Even to this day. And so I say unto you again that in Tobago waters, if we were to use the laws of the sea, the UN laws of the sea, Tobago would be able to claim Block 22A and B, Calypso field, yes, the Poinsettia field, and many other areas that are now being searched or licenses are given out for gas and oil within the northern side of Trinidad. We are wealthy. Apart from that, the quarry that is found in Studley Park can be found, or the quarry stone rather, in Studley Park is found in only 3 places in the world. Yes, I'm saying to you tonight that that quarry stone can only be found in Nova Scotia, Canada, yeah, or Dominican Republic, next to Haiti, and in Tobago. It is the hardest stone used for road paving or road restoration or those kind of materials in the entire world. We have a gold mine right there. But it is being played down and we are not making money from the stones. That stone can also be found in Bad Rock. In fact, the stones in Bad Rock, based on my intelligence, my information, is much more large in size. The quantity is larger than that of Studley Park. And so today, I'm saying to you all today that we have resources here. The beaches in Tobago, you have white sand, you have gold sand, you have gray sand, you have black sand. These are testament to the volcanic activity or the kind of rocks we have in Tobago. And we have over 30-something beaches in Tobago, folks. No wonder 5 European colonial powers, yes, fought for Tobago. The Spanish, remember that. The Dutch, remember that. The French, remember that. The British, remember that. And the Hollanders. No other Caribbean country have ever had so many PDP, all European powers fighting for them. I said that last night. Go back to the message. And no other Caribbean country even come close to changing hands among the colonial powers as Tobago. Those are historical facts. Tobago has changed hands 33 times. Our closest rival is St. Lucia, 14 times. They did not want St. Lucia as much as they wanted Tobago. After St. Lucia, you have St. Kitts, 10 times. They did not want, Nevis. They did not want Nevis as much as they want Tobago. 10 times they fight for that. But Tobago, they waged battle 33 times among the colonial power. And the wide spectrum of people. People left Spain to come down here and fight for Tobago. People left France to come and fight for Tobago. People left Great Britain to come and fight for Tobago. People left the Dutch to come and fight for Tobago. People left, the Colanders left to come here and fight for Tobago. Tobago, understand your value. The topic tonight, as I told you tonight, is a very important topic. I don't want you to forget this topic. Write it down. Write it down. It's a week of lightning messages. Message that will twitch your brain and make you say, wow, why was this hidden from us all the time? Lies and deception. But it ended last night. Tonight we speak truth. So we're saying tonight, from pennies to power. From pennies to power, Tobago must take back its wealth. We have wealth. We have food. Our chief secretary saying that, hey, Trinidad has about 300 million, they're about 100 and something million dollars for Tobago that they have not paid overtime. They short paid us. But what is he doing about that? Every time you see him on the media, he's smiling in their faces. He looks like a happy boy. He's smiling in their faces. We have money to collect and he's smiling in their faces. It's time that Tobago puts someone in charge who will neither sell out, who will neither go soft, but who will stand up and fight for Tobago. Fight because he's armed with information. Fight because he came from the ancestors' loins. Fight.
Florida has a near total abortion ban, with no real exceptions for rape, incest, or the health of the woman. It bans abortion before many women even realize they are pregnant. The only way to stop the ban is to vote yes on 4. Amendment 4 is simple. It will protect the right to abortion in the Florida Constitution. Florida women should have the right to make their own healthcare decisions in consultation with their doctors and those they trust. Vote yes to give Florida women their rights back.
Sometimes life's unexpected moments can catch you off guard. At the Dental Place, we can help you find the implant solution that's right for you. Implants function just like natural teeth, with no uncomfortable wires or brackets to hold them in place. Most importantly, they let you eat whatever your heart desires without having to worry about those awkward moments again. The Dental Place, your perfect smile awaits.
I say, yes, do good, do better. There are so many Tobagonians here with the potential to do better. But even my good friend, Father Augustine, he's taking the money from Tobago and hired Trinidad contractors. Which contractor in Tobago got the bypass to go to the airport down there that they just completed and give it 100 names? We don't know what to call it. 100 names I give it. This is a level of decadence that we are dealing with, Tobago. But to move from pennies to power and to take back our wealth, we need to have a clear vision. Understand me tonight. And only the PDP has that vision. Forget the fakes. Forget them who like to bust up their mouth and have no value in them. They can't talk to you with intelligence. The PDP is saying tonight that we will go and we will get the money that Trinidad has made from the Points Theatre. That has been in establishments since 2008. They have been pulling gas from the Points Theatre since 2008. We have got no increase from the money that comes to Tobago. London sat there. Everything cool, everything nice. Pay them in Trinidad, pay them in Tobago. Everything cool, everything nice. Yeah? They have been activating in March 2002. They have begun to pull gas and oil from Block 22. Where is the money? What's coming out of that? 30,000 barrels of oil per day coming from up there. And what was going on with that? Who is telling us how does that translate into a better life for Tobagonians? because they give us 6 miles of the sea, and it is enough for you. Everything outside of that is Trinidad and Tobago, and there's no place called Trinidad and Tobago except Trinidad. Tobago is called Tobago, and Trinidad is called Trinidad and Tobago. Last night I spoke about that. Last night I said to you all that the Queen went about 6-7 years after the Belmana riot to the Parliament in Britain and said she wants to create the Trinidad and Tobago Act. Both were under colonial rules, so she had all the say. And they made the Trinidad and Tobago Act. Then some years later, in 1898, the law was passed where Tobago was made an award of Trinidad. 1898, remember that year, 1898. The law was passed, but it took effect on January 1st, 1899, where Tobago was officially a ward of Trinidad. Trinidad came, and when they created the Tobago Self-Assembly Act in 1996, Act 40, listen to it carefully, write it down. They gave Tobago only 6 miles of sea to look after. So the wealth that exists outside of that belongs to them. They pillage it, they thief it, and they give you crumbs, and we fight over that. The time has come for Tobago to claim its right space. We are saying tonight, from pennies to power, Tobago must reclaim its wealth. The day the PDP get control of this, I said to you already, we are going to rent the 2 fast ferries. We are going to rent them out, pay out for it. And we'll be bringing a contingent of Tobago people to Trinidad to demand what is rightfully ours. No more pussyfooting, no more playing. We must end the night of deception. The night of weakness must end. Robinson tried, but he was too weak. But but he was too weak. And learned that he was sleeping. And Father just don't care about nobody. I have come to change it. Like Moses have come with a rod. Nothing in my hands, but in my heart is every single thing that you need. We must fight for better Tobago. That fight must begin right now. Right, I want you to stand up in your house. I want you to clap if you like that message. I want you to stay tuned for the rest of this week. Because we are not giving up. Tobago belongs to the ancestors. We were brought here as slaves. We made a transatlantic journey from different places in Africa, and they brought us to these shores. Why is it that they could tell you the name of the ship that brought the Indians to Trinidad? Yes? But they can't tell you the name of the ship that brought you from Sierra Leone, from Ghana, from Nigeria, and different places to Tobago. Why can't they still speak about the distribution of the slaves? But they come and they tell you that Tobago has nothing in it. Tobago has no value in it. And Tobago can only live based on the life water from Trinidad. The drip, 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 drip from Trinidad. And they make you feel like a victim. They make you feel weak. Because every time someone has to be tried in Tobago, they have to call up Trinidad for Chief Justice to respond. We must change that. Tobago demands its own justice system. Yes, we demand that. Tobago demand to plan its own economy within the island of Tobago. We must plan our own economy.
We have to win. We must win.
And we must chart our own course. I'm not talking independence. I'm talking self-determination. We must determine from Trinidad what percentage of gas we get back from the gas they are monetizing. We must say what percentage they are taking the money. Thieving some, spending back some, and we are without money. But we must move from pennies to power. We must take back our wealth. To take it back, there must be an administration here, guided by the PDP, that stands for the people of Tobago. So I tell you this, upon taking power, upon taking the Tobago East and the Tobago West, those elections are in 10 months, are within 10 months. Taking those 2 seats, PDP in the East, PDP in the West, we will go to Trinidad. With a boat. We're not going to any meeting and lap our foot and talk without you. You will be outside the pavement. That's how we're going to do it, because this is a revolution. Gird up your loins. Gird them up. Put on your breastplate with a love for Tobago, and put the helmet of your own salvation. Yes, you must take your life from the doldrums of death. Take your life from decadence and regret. And you must say, I'm going to Trinidad for my own salvation. You must salvage this for your children. We have a generation that's coming up who is lost. To find a job, they have to leave and knock on doors all around the world trying to find a job. But come on, can't we employ our own people here? Yes! But what are they giving us? Cut last work. Cut last work. That's what they're giving us, to pick up trash in the road. Nothing is wrong with that. But something is wrong when you keep your people down. Something is wrong with that. And so tonight, I come to you tonight, from pennies to power. Tobago must reclaim its wealth. I want you to help me reclaim our wealth. I am not in this because I'm hungry. I'm not in this because I want something. No, I'm in this because I want you to become something. I want you to become the somebody you've always dreamt of. I want you to be seen neck and shoulders with the rest of the people internationally. Dubai monetized its wealth, and Dubai today is a city that has the fame as an island or as a country. Dubai is only a city, you know, but it's given the rank as if it is own nation. Tobago can do better, and Tobago must do better. For this to happen, Tobago must win. So I'm calling on you tonight, wherever you are, in the east of Tobago, in the west of Tobago, whether you like Watson Duke or not, Watson Duke is a fighter for Tobago, and I will fight. I want you to say with me, Tobago must win. I'm listening to you tonight. Say, Tobago must win. Say with me, Tobago must win. That's right. All of we have to win. All of we have to win. We must move from pennies to power. We must move from pennies to power, and we must take back our wealth. Our wealth is in the coffers of Trinidad, inside some politician's pocket, and we are waiting on here on trinkets. A 10 days work, 10 on, 10 off. We don't want that. Let us live as God has endowed us to live. Let us use our resources in the sea, material and otherwise, and in the sky, to earn, and so our people can have a better chance of survival in a competitive world. I thank you tonight. Stay tuned for tomorrow night's message, which will be equally powerful, equally powerful. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we're going to look at broken promises, empty pockets, building Tobago, real economy. We're going to talk about the real economy for Tobago. Everybody's about sand and sea, sand and sea. I will tell you what the real economy of Tobago is. Thank you.
PDP victory. The road now run the journey rough. We foot strong and our skin tough. So many dots have been shown at us. Real Spartans never give up. Yeah, yeah. The winds of change blowing your way. Bust off those chains. It's a brand new day. It's not a dream. It is for real. You have jubilee. PDP victory. Yeah. PDP victory.
The following was a paid political broadcast.
It's a brand new day. It's not a dream.